What's up, ladies and gents? This is KSigKid, coming at you with another Destiny video. Today we're going to take a look at one of the Iron Lord artifacts. We're going to talk about the Memory of Radegast. We're going to take a look at this thing and figure out if it's worthwhile to use and if it's bugged, if it's glitched. We're not going to talk about all the things that it can reflect and can't reflect. Other YouTubers, other Twitch streamers have already shown that, and it's pretty cool. We're going to take a look at some other things that I found out because I was just starting to use this the other night. Now here we are taking a look at the Dark Drinker, which is an amazing sword, which all of you in Destiny know already. So I just want to start off by showing off the typical loadout that you should be rocking out with your sword. You should have ammo in the first slot, and then the extra damage for your special attack in the second one. With this, you're going to be dealing out extra damage with your spinning attack, and you're going to have 68 sword ammo. With the Memory of Radegast, you're able to block projectiles that the enemy shoots at you, and you will gain an increased sword ammo capacity. Now, everything that we show in this video is going to be based off that sword setup that I have, with ammo in the first, and the extra weapon damage in the second. So everything is going to be based off of that. Again, that's the setup you should be using, especially if you want to make the most use of your spinning attack. Now, I started using this in the Nightfall, whenever we were doing the Nightfalls, just because I was having a little bit of fun, and I was using the Dark Drinker. So I had it, I've got this Minotaur coming down, and I decided, let's try to reflect this, and boom, it killed him, and I was like, whoa baby, this looks pretty sick, this looks pretty amazing. So of course, because something cool ended up happening, what was my next thought? Well, it was going to be just to jump down into battle with all of these enemies. And you know what? This was a terrible idea. A terrible idea. You can see that I didn't kill any of those hobgoblins. I ate away pretty much every single last bit of my sword ammo, and I killed absolutely nothing. So, did I learn my lesson? No, I did not learn my lesson. Since there was a heavy ammo crate right there, I decided that I was going to try it again. I was like, wait a second, something's weird. I ended up killing off that Minotaur, but then I did absolutely nothing to the rest of the enemies. So here we go, picking up that heavy ammo. I've got full heavy ammo. I'm jumping down into battle, and I'm like, I'm gonna reflect stuff again. And whenever I go down here and start doing that, it's just nothing good. It is absolutely terrible. So, the number one thing I learned is it is a bad idea to try reflecting small type ammo back at an enemy, because it's not going to do any damage. It is very, very, very minor damage. I think the main benefit for that is if you're reflecting a big, huge, heavy blast, and that is it. Small type reflections are going to get you nothing. Now what I'm showing right here is that with my Memory of Radegast on, I now can hold a maximum of 88 ammo. 88 ammo. And here's something really interesting. This is where I'm talking about if this thing is glitched or not. So I go ahead and use one of my ammo, and I can't pick it up. I can't pick it up unless I'm actually on my sword. And I'm just in the Nightfall Live right here, and I'm like, wait a second, this is really, really odd. So there's a heavy ammo brick. I have extra heavy ammo space right now, as you all saw. But if I don't have my sword out, I cannot pick it up. So what's going on here? To me, this feels like a bug. This 100% feels like a bug. This doesn't feel like this is the way that it should be going. If you have space in your heavy ammo, you should be able to pick it up whether you have the sword equipped or not. I mean, there's no other gun in the game that requires you to have it out in order to pick up ammo. It's just not a thing. So here I'm showing you yet again, I've got 68 ammo in my sword, and I'm trying to pick up this brick, and I simply cannot do it. So I go ahead and swap over to the sword. As soon as I do it, I immediately pick up the heavy ammo off the ground. Now I'm thinking this is a glitch. It just feels like a glitch. If it's not a glitch, it's a really bad design choice. In the heat of battle, who wants to be swapping their weapon around in order to pick up ammo? That just doesn't sound like a good idea. It just doesn't sound like a good idea at all. Now I want to show you the maximum ammo that you can pretty much pick up. So I do have 88 already. Now you can see I have my shotgun out, I can't pick up the brick. I have my sword out, I cannot pick up the brick. So I'm maxed out, but not really. What I'm going to do is I am actually going to switch around my gear. I'm going to put on my ARMAMENTARIUM, which has the heavy ammo perk on it. So with this, I'm allowed to carry extra heavy ammo, and you can see it right there. Whenever I go back into the game, I can now pick up the brick and get 89 ammo. So that doesn't seem very worthwhile, does it? Well, here's the thing that I'm curious about. I could have sworn that in Datto's video I saw him with over 100 ammo. I could have sworn I saw him with over 100 ammo. So is that him actually stacking multiple heavy ammo perks? I'm not sure. I only had the ability to do one, so I could not test any additional. The highest I was able to get was up to 89. So for me, trying to use and get that one extra heavy ammo using the heavy ammo perk was not worthwhile. For one ammo, it would not be worthwhile. If you were able to stack it though and get up to 100, that would definitely be worthwhile. So you're going to have to take a look at your own gear and own armor. If you've got multiple heavy ammo and you're able to stack it and get up to 100, let me know, because I'm really curious about that. I'm really curious why one heavy ammo perk would only give you one additional, but maybe stacking them might give you an additional extra few, which is really nice, because every 5 that you get means that you get one more sword spin, and that is pretty clutch, because right now I'm using the Dark Trigger whenever I'm going in and fighting Axis. It is so strong on Axis that having extra sword swings is a really good idea. It's a really good idea. So basically, even if I'm only able to get up to 88, because again, let's just forget about going up to 89. Let's just assume that we're getting an extra 20, meaning that we get 4 extra spins. That could be around 200,000 extra damage that I can put out on Axis if I've got the Weapons of Light up, if I've got a Tether up. So it's a really good idea. So if you're now going into Axis and you're using the Dark Trigger, which seems to be the way that people are going to be rolling, and with the Hard Raid coming out, being able to deal out the most damage possible is going to be a really good idea. If you're rocking out the sword, the Dark Trigger, you might as well put on the Memory of Radegast. So that's what I'm going to do. So we can see right here, I'm just going to close out by showing just some of the video of us just fighting Axis with the Dark Trigger, dealing out all that damage, all that damage. Like I said, it's around 48,000, so we're just going to round up to 50,000 damage that I would be doing on each swing that I could have extra. And all of that extra sword ammo is going to help you. The more sword ammo you have, the better you're going to be. But I'm going to show you one other really interesting thing right here. So as we go back to the tower, you can see that I've only got 4 ammo left, so I happened to miss my last swing. I didn't get to swing it out. But what I decided I was going to do was go ahead and pop my heavy ammo. A really good idea whenever you're on the platforms. Get your heavy ammo up, start that cooldown, and you can see that I only end up with 69 ammo. And that's because I've got the 68 ammo in general for my sword, and then the heavy ammo perk, that whopping 1 extra ammo. So again, tell me if you think that the Memory of Radegast is glitched at all. Tell me if you think it's glitched because of whenever you're running over heavy ammo and you don't have the sword out, you can't pick it up. And of course, whenever you're popping your heavy ammo sim, it is only giving you heavy ammo up towards your normal maximum, not the maximum with the artifact equipped. It's basically not taking the artifact into effect pretty much at any time. To me, I just don't think that should be the case. I don't think it should be the case. Now, as far as if you should wear this, the only time I can really strongly recommend wearing this is during the Axis fight for being able to hold extra heavy sword ammo. Outside of that, you saw blocking was a bad idea unless you were absolutely going to block something extremely powerful back at a strong enemy. I don't think it's worthwhile. I think only holding that extra sword ammo during the Axis fight is worthwhile right at this time. Anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, your sword, and I'll see you around in Destiny. Radegast, you didn't remember to pick up the heavy ammo.